Environment is.
Environment is.
Environment is.
Environment is in danger.
For me, if you want my personal opinion, I think environment is
everything. Everything.
Everything.
Everything.
Everything.
everything. We are the environment.
What is not the environment?
Environment really begins with each individual person.
It's really important to our daily lives because environment really sets the mood. It can completely change your emotions and how you feel.
Environment is the whole world in our house.
It takes care of us. We depend on it to keep us safe. Yeah.
Without an environment, we would not be able to survive.
So the environment's everything. It's us and nature.
Today, as artists, we're going to use natural materials and make an eco-art piece.
I'm Tim Gaudreau, and I am an artist from Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and I am an eco-artist.
So one of the things about eco-art is that we're creating work that is relevant to the particular place that we're working, and our materials are coming from the site. And we're commenting basically on this landscape, this place that we're from, but also this very specific place that our piece is being generated from. So I want to walk to the place, and as we do that, I observe the landscape. I want you to look at the place around us, and I want you to listen to what's around us, and I want you to see what there is, and just sort of observe.
I've lived here now for about 20 years, and I've seen tremendous changes in the local environment.
Our challenge is to sort of come up with a piece to create. Because of the materials we're using and the place that we're doing it, it's going to very specifically be commenting on the landscape around us.
Evidence shows that polar ice caps are melting and, sea levels are rising and weather patterns are becoming more severe. So, what does that mean? It's probably not great.
We're seeing some dramatic changes in the climate system, such as the disappearance of the Arctic sea ice and the Greenland ice sheet beginning to melt, and the collapse of key ecosystems like coral reefs in the Amazon rainforest.
One of my mother's friends noticed a bird that's native of Texas nesting in one of the trees at her house, which I thought that was really telling and really almost frightening, because if a bird that normally resides in Texas is up in New Hampshire, things can't be right.
I grew up on a farm in Massachusetts, so there's been a big change in that area in terms of the number of farms diminishing.
This old timer, he's been a beekeeper for 50 years, and he just within the last couple of years said he lost 17 of 22 hives. Unheard of in his history as a beekeeper. And what he's connecting it to is the increased use of pesticides. 1 out of every 3 bites of food we take has been pollinated by honeybees.
Well, I guess one thing you see a lot more development around. Here in Durham, we're very lucky to have a lot of green space. But if you move down closer to seacoast and places like that, a lot of the land is being used up for either stores or houses. So that's a major change in the environment.
And so a spiral pattern references seashells. It references water flow. In fact, that's very literally a vortex shape that, you think about how water flows, how current flows, and that's exactly what it does.
It's ongoing.
And ongoing, yeah. Great point.
I think we are sort of at the depth of lack of action, and then in the very new future, we are going to act in a much more sort of consistent and persistent way to solve the problem.
What advice would I give to the next generation?
You plant a seed and then it grows into a tree.
The next generation needs to get really engaged in the issue of the environment and sustainability.
We're inheriting the earth, and so we're the ones who are going to have to be cleaning up all your messes.
Before they just throw something away, think about where it's going to go and what's going to happen to it.
I hope that you will be politically active.
I would say vote. The people you vote into office does matter.
If you don't like what your senator's doing, then you're not going to vote for him.
Pay attention to who your candidates are and what they want to do for the environment.
We gotta help the environment because it's getting all dirty, and like the air is getting all dirty, and the water.
There is an awareness that's starting to happen, and that's exciting, and it's hopeful.
Especially with seeing all of these things about global warming and the melting of the ice caps on TV and just hearing people talk about it, I've thought a lot about it.
My dad is always telling us to conserve energy, and we use energy efficient light bulbs. And
my mother drives a hybrid car.
My mom loves the garden, and we grow our own vegetables.
My family, they've gotten the reusable shopping bags.
We recycle.
We've always recycled.
I convinced my family to start a compost bin.
Building a compost bin.
We've been composting.
Yeah, let's just get rid of cars and start walking everywhere. I think. No, I'm just kidding.
I cycle more, but hopefully lots of other people can cycle more.
We need to recycle more. We need to look at more sustainable ways of living.
It's time for a revolution of youth to get involved in this issue, and it has to happen sooner rather than later.
Do's for youth, recycle.
Listen to the children and pay attention to them and think about what the world they're going to inherit will be like.
To ensure that it's going to be around for your grandkids as well as mine.
My name is Anne-Marie Lelio.
My name is Anisha.
I'm Audrey.
My name is Rebecca Martin.
I'm Amelia.
I'm Lindsay Gagnon.
I'm Liza.
I think that's it.